Grandmother said when she was crowned, coronations are a declaration of our...
I know she's up there finally keeping an eye on us, and she'd be a very proud mother. The British royal family is facing its biggest crisis yet as trusting them crumbles like never before. Explosive rumours suggest that Camilla's role in the palace might soon come to an end, sparking heated debates across the nation. Could these power struggles be the final blow to the monarchy's long-standing legacy? Tune in as we uncover the shocking truths behind the drama that caused half the royal family to flee Buckingham Palace in the middle of the night. Unseen tensions behind the royal curtains reveal that the royal family has always been a carefully constructed image of grace and unity. However, behind the polished exterior lies a different reality. Generations of betrayals and disputes have shaped the monarchy's history, and today, it's clear that the family's internal issues are not relics of the past but very much alive. Camilla's controversial rise to Queen Consort has been particularly divisive. Her history with King Charles, overshadowed by their affair during his marriage to Princess Diana, has never been forgotten by the public or certain members of the family. Before we delve into this, it's evident that the conflicts within the royal family run far deeper than anyone expected, and what comes next will leave you absolutely stunned. Princess Anne, known for her no-nonsense attitude and deep commitment to duty, has reportedly voiced her disapproval of the monarchy's current dynamics. Sources suggest she believes certain actions and figures undermine the monarchy's integrity. Her refusal to address the new queen reflects a long-standing distrust. Anne's stance isn't entirely surprising, given her reputation for being fiercely protective of the crown and its traditions, but her opposition carries weight, signaling that the tension within the palace is more serious than anyone anticipated. Princess Kate, often seen as the modern face of the monarchy, appears to share Anne's concerns. While Kate's public demeanor remains poised, subtle actions and decisions hint at her alignment with Anne's views. This apparent alliance between two of the family's most respected members only intensifies the scrutiny on recent changes in the monarchy. The dynamics are further complicated by the departure of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle from royal duties. Their exit not only disrupted the family's public image but also added fuel to the ongoing drama. Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from royal life has had ripple effects that cannot be ignored. Their interviews and public statements often criticize the institution, creating a narrative that contradicts the monarchy's carefully curated image. This has placed additional pressure on those who remain within the fold. The efforts to establish unity within the family are constantly undermined by the growing rift. The strain on relationships is evident as the family navigates these mounting challenges. The monarchy has always been a symbol of stability and tradition, but it's now clear that even this institution is vulnerable to internal strife. Public opinion on recent developments has been divided from the start, and detractors have only grown more vocal over time. Past scandals and controversies have left a lasting impact on reputations within the family. For many, the legacy of Princess Diana remains a powerful force, casting a shadow over current events. This has only deepened the divide, making reconciliation seem increasingly difficult. This deep-rooted resentment isn't confined to public perception. Within the palace, relationships among family members appear strained. Anne's disapproval and Kate's subtle resistance are clear indications that all is not well. The tension is palpable, and the cracks in the family's unity are becoming harder to conceal. Even as they strive to project an image of harmony, the reality behind closed doors tells a very different story. Historically, the royal family has faced numerous challenges, from political upheavals to personal scandals. King Henry VIII's dramatic quest for a male heir and King George IV's controversial marriage are just two examples of how turmoil has shaped the monarchy. These stories serve as reminders that the institution has always been a blend of grandeur and chaos. However, the current drama feels different. It's not just about individual indiscretions but about a fundamental shift in the family's dynamics. The rise of social media and constant media coverage has only intensified the pressure on the royal family. Every glance, gesture, and word is analyzed and dissected by the public. This relentless scrutiny leaves little room for privacy or resolution of internal conflicts. Every move by key figures is under the microscope, with detractors quick to amplify any perceived misstep. The narrative surrounding these tensions has become a lightning rod for debates about the monarchy's relevance and future. Amid this turmoil, Princess Anne's role is particularly significant. Known for her steadfast dedication to duty, Anne's disapproval reflects her commitment to preserving the monarchy's integrity. Her actions are not driven by personal animosity but by a belief that the institution must be upheld at all costs. Anne's willingness to take a stand, even at the risk of further division, highlights the seriousness of the situation. With tensions growing in the palace, attention turns to those standing firm in their beliefs, showing quiet actions that could change the royal family's future. The crown's greatest test of unity is unfolding. Similarly, Princess Kate's approach is worth noting. While she's often seen as the epitome of grace and diplomacy, her subtle actions suggest a growing alignment with Anne's views. Kate's influence within the family is undeniable, and her support for Anne's stance adds weight to the internal criticisms. Together, Anne and Kate represent a formidable force within the royal family, one that cannot be easily dismissed. The departure of Harry and Meghan has further complicated matters. Their decision to step back from royal duties and their candid criticisms of the family have created a narrative of dysfunction and discord. This has only added to the challenges faced by those who remain within the institution. The monarchy's efforts to maintain a united front are increasingly difficult in the face of such public scrutiny and internal division. At the heart of the current crisis is a question of identity and purpose. The royal family has long been a symbol of tradition and continuity, but its role in modern society is under constant evaluation. Recent controversies have brought these questions to the forefront. The changes have challenged the family's image and raised doubts about its ability to adapt to changing times. As the monarchy grapples with these challenges, the public's perception of the royal family continues to evolve. The fascination with their lives, both public and private, shows no signs of waning. However, the cracks in their unity are becoming increasingly visible. The family's ability to navigate this period of turmoil will determine its future relevance and influence. The decision to remove certain figures from prominent roles, if true, would mark a significant turning point. It would be a clear acknowledgement of the internal conflicts and a step toward addressing them. However, such a move would also have far-reaching implications for the monarchy's image and stability. The royal family's ability to adapt and evolve in the face of these challenges will be crucial to its survival. The atmosphere around Buckingham Palace lately feels anything but steady. With so much happening behind the scenes, even dedicated royal watchers are finding it hard to keep up. It's no news that the Queen Consort's role has sparked unease among certain members of the royal family. Despite their picture-perfect image, there's tension brewing that raises questions about the monarchy's future. Stories of disagreements, snubs, and subtle power plays are creating cracks in the family's polished facade. Princess Anne and Princess Kate stand out as two of the more composed figures within the royal family. Known for her dedication, Anne spends her days immersed in royal duties. Kate, often seen as the family's stabilizing force, rarely finds herself at the center of controversy. But when it comes to the Queen Consort's position in the family, their roles take an unexpected turn. It's clear that behind closed doors, not everything is as harmonious as it seems. Take Princess Anne, for instance. She's widely respected for her no-nonsense attitude and strong commitment to duty. Over the years, Anne has become a cornerstone of the royal family, earning admiration for her tireless efforts. Yet, her unwavering principles often make her a difficult figure to get close to, even within her own family. Her approach to royal responsibilities has always been guided by tradition, and she's not one to tolerate anything she sees as a threat to the monarchy. Anne has reportedly expressed reservations about the Queen Consort's role. The late Princess Diana's history with her has cast a long shadow, and Anne's loyalty to royal traditions only deepens her skepticism. Reports suggest that Anne's concerns extend to the influence the Queen Consort might have over King Charles. For Anne, preserving the stability of the monarchy comes above all else, and she's not afraid to confront what she sees as potential risks, even if it leads to friction within the family. One memorable instance highlights how these dynamics play out, demonstrating the ongoing challenges within the royal institution. This tension surfaced during the coronation dinner. A confrontation reportedly grew so heated that it revealed how strained their relationship has become. It wasn't just a minor disagreement, it was a window into the underlying divisions within the royal family. Observers were left wondering how deep these divides go and what they mean for the monarchy's future. As Charles begins his reign, Anne and Kate, with their strong beliefs and careful actions, seem to grow more important as the family faces bigger struggles. Royal traditions tested by quiet defiance. Then there's Princess Kate, known for her composed and diplomatic demeanor. She's long been a figure of calm within the royal family, managing to steer clear of major scandals. However, her actions during the coronation raised a few eyebrows. By failing to bow to the Queen Consort, Kate seemed to send a subtle but unmistakable message. In royal circles, such gestures aren't just about respect, they are a reflection of hierarchy and tradition. Bowing or curtsying has long been a staple of royal protocol, symbolizing respect and acknowledgement of rank. When Kate chose to simply nod instead of performing a full bow, it caused a stir among those familiar with royal etiquette. Some saw it as a sign of Kate's personal reservations, while others interpreted it as an effort to modernize the monarchy's image. Either way, it's hard to ignore the implications of such a choice, especially given Kate's position as the Princess of Wales. Kate's decision not to bow may seem minor on the surface, but in the world of royal traditions, it carries weight. Many believe that this subtle act spoke volumes about her stance. While Kate has avoided openly criticizing the Queen Consort, her reserved demeanor suggests a quiet discomfort. It's a delicate balancing act, as Kate must navigate her role as both a modernizing force and a preserver of tradition. The dynamics within Buckingham Palace are further complicated by the family's deep-rooted adherence to tradition. For centuries, tradition has been the backbone of the monarchy, shaping its identity and preserving its legacy. But as the world changes, so too does the royal family's approach to these customs. This tension between tradition and modernization is playing out in real time, with the Queen Consort's role at the center of the debate. The coronation itself was a telling moment. The absence of a proper bow from Kate wasn't just a break from tradition, it was a symbol of the shifting dynamics within the family. Observers noted the significance of this act, questioning whether it was a calculated move or a simple oversight. Regardless, it highlighted the challenges the royal family faces as they attempt to adapt to modern expectations while remaining rooted in their historical values. For the Queen Consort, these challenges are particularly pronounced. Her past, especially her involvement in the highly publicized breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage, continues to shape perceptions of her role. While she has worked to build a new image, winning over both the public and her royal relatives has proven to be an uphill battle. Moments like the coronation dinner confrontation only add to the narrative of a family struggling to reconcile its past with its present. Anne and Kate's reserved attitudes underscore the complexities of these relationships. Anne's principled stance and Kate's quiet diplomacy may seem worlds apart, but they share a common thread, a reluctance to fully embrace the Queen Consort's role. This shared hesitation speaks to broader questions about the monarchy's future and the challenges of maintaining unity within the family. As King Charles takes on his new responsibilities, the spotlight on these dynamics will only grow. The tension raises important questions about how the monarchy will evolve under Charles's leadership. Will tradition continue to dominate, or will modernization take precedence? And how will these internal divisions shape the public's perception of the royal family? The royal family has always been a symbol of tradition, but change is creeping in, and it's causing some serious friction. Princess Kate, often admired for her grace and loyalty, recently sent shockwaves through royal watchers by seemingly snubbing Queen Camilla. Yes, Kate avoided a bow, a gesture deeply tied to royal protocol. This wasn't a mere oversight, it was a statement, loud and clear. Some believe this bold move reflects her disapproval of Camilla's position as Queen Consort. But what if Lady Diana had lived to assume the role instead? That thought lingers in the minds of both the royal family and the public. Diana's legacy casts a long shadow over the monarchy, and many argue that her presence could have prevented much of the tension now simmering in Buckingham Palace. Would Prince Harry still have turned his back on royal duties? Would the brothers' relationship be in shambles? These are questions that haunt those who cherish the royal family's unity. Kate's actions can be interpreted in several ways. Was it a calculated move to protect her own future as Queen Consort? Was it a quiet protest against traditions she views as outdated? It's worth noting that Kate's position places her under constant scrutiny. She is expected to lead by example, uphold royal traditions, and pave the way for future generations. Yet balancing tradition with personal beliefs is no easy task, and this latest controversy only underscores the fine line she must walk. The coronation and its small but meaningful gestures show the family's struggle to choose between old traditions and a changing world. The Queen Consort's role is under fire. At the heart of the matter lies a monarchy struggling to adapt to the 21st century. King Charles has emphasized the need for modernization, a process that has seen some arcane customs slowly phased out. Yet not everyone agrees on which traditions should remain and which should go. Bowing, for instance, is more than a simple gesture, it represents centuries of royal history. For some, Kate's decision to forego this tradition was a refreshing act of independence. It showed that even the most tightly controlled institution has room for individuality. Others, however, see it as a dangerous precedent. To them, the monarchy's power lies in its ability to uphold traditions that have stood the test of time. They argue that royals have a duty to honor these customs, no matter how outdated they may seem. This divide highlights the challenges facing a family caught between past and present. Can the monarchy evolve without losing its identity, or will such changes dilute its significance in the eyes of the people? The public's reaction to the perceived slight has been mixed. Some applaud the bravery involved, viewing it as a modern royal unafraid to challenge the status quo. Others see the actions as disrespectful and worry that such defiance could weaken the monarchy's standing. It's a delicate balance, and every royal misstep becomes fodder for endless debate. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla's presence remains a contentious issue. Her relationship with King Charles has long been a source of public scrutiny. Many still remember her as the third person in Charles and Diana's marriage. Despite years of trying to rehabilitate her image, Camilla's past looms large, influencing how both the family and the public perceive her. Princess Anne, for example, is reportedly no fan of Camilla. Her disdain stems from a mix of personal grievances and a staunch commitment to royal traditions. Anne's attitude reflects a broader sentiment within the family. Camilla's ascension to Queen Consort is seen by some as undeserved, a stark contrast to Diana's enduring legacy. Camilla's struggles extend beyond familial disapproval. Her public image remains polarizing, shaped by her affair with Charles and the ensuing scandal that rocked the monarchy. Even after marrying Charles, she faced years of criticism, with many doubting her ability to step into Diana's shoes. Her position as Queen Consort, while legally solid, lacks the widespread admiration Diana enjoyed. The monarchy's future hinges on how it navigates these challenges. Younger generations like Princes William and Harry represent the next phase of royal evolution, yet their fractured relationship only adds to the instability. Harry's departure from royal life and his candid criticism of the institution have left deep scars. Some blame Camilla for the brothers' estrangement, citing her role in their parents' troubled marriage. Others point to systemic issues within the monarchy itself, arguing that the rigid hierarchy breeds conflict. The role of certain family members in this complex web cannot be overstated. As a future Queen Consort, her actions set the tone for what lies ahead. The decision to snub Camilla, whether intentional or not, speaks volumes about the shifting dynamics within the royal family. It also raises questions about how future royals will balance tradition and progress. The British monarchy stands at a crossroads. Its ability to adapt will determine its survival in an ever-changing world. Traditions like bowing may seem trivial, but they carry symbolic weight. Disregarding them could signal a broader shift away from the monarchy's historical roots. Yet clinging too tightly to the past risks alienating a modern audience. Striking the right balance is a challenge that will define the monarchy's next chapter. In the end, these actions are a reflection of the broader tensions facing the royal family. The decision to forego bowing may be a small act, but its implications are far-reaching. It forces us to question what the monarchy represents in today's world and whether it can truly reconcile its past with its future. As the younger generation rises, the pressure to modernize will only grow. Whether the monarchy can weather these changes remains to be seen, but one thing is clear, the days of unquestioned tradition are over. Could the royal family's crumbling trust signal the end of the monarchy, or is this just another chapter in their ongoing saga?